Boom.
We snuck into the studio early this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good
or I guess if you're seeing this later,
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Grand rising.
Grand rising.
Grand rising.
My beautiful brothers and sisters.
Yes, you can say I ain't got that. I ain't got that pass yet. Mr. Fresh did call me his brother earlier though.
No, I called him a different word.
Yeah.
I called him a different word.
It's because I took Noah's advice. So if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you know I'm really into cameras, and I'm really into antique mall cameras, which is probably not safe spiritually. I found my holy grail camera. I found a Leica 3C for and the dude was right there. Like he was the dude who owned the stall was there, and he's like, hey, I got this new camera in just now. I was like, can you cut me a deal on it? And he was like, he cut $100 off of it. He's like, if you buy it right now, and I was
that's
like,
really good.
And I was like, I told Vanessa, she was like, I didn't see nothing, I didn't hear nothing. Like, all right, I'm gonna go get it. But I did what you told me on a previous episode. I left it outside for 3 days, and then I saged it, and then I brought it inside.
Good job.
Well, I did take it through my house to get to the patio, but I immediately just beeline to my patio.
That's fine.
Set it on a little table.
I'm so glad you listened.
And nothing's been acting up. But how are you guys doing this morning?
Good. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Yeah, I think morning shows, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how you get. I mean, we got people watching right now. We got Jacinda in the chat. We got Franny in the chat.
Oh, my goodness.
That's one we haven't seen in a while.
Fran Man's in the
When are
chat.
you coming through? Because I've been asking Austin. I'm like, when is he coming through?
He's busy. He's
I know.
busy
He's
playing
the
music with
hardest
me now.
Working man, I know, because
Right.
I know you be working.
Fran, you got to pull up on us, man.
I don't know.
A single dad who works 2 jobs. Yeah, so we some scheduling conflicts, but instead of canceling on you guys, we were like, let's make a morning show happen.
Yep.
So I'm calling it the Breakfast Club of Spooky.
Hey, man.
So George is Charlemagne the God because he's the one that talks the most shit.
Hey, Charlemagne, the God here, the Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
That's a terrible Charlemagne impression.
Oh, my goodness.
I still love when we went on ridiculousness and told Chanel to her face her music was shit.
Yeah,
Hey.
that was my favorite.
And she was like,
episode.
"Oh yeah, well my producer did that." He's like, "That don't mean you good.
Right.
It just means you got a producer that wants to sleep with you."
Yeah, yep.
But that's not what we're here for today. Welcome to Calls from Beyond, everybody. We are your hosts, the Black Cauldron, Truly Bizarre, Heap for Cheap, and Mr. George. I don't want to say veterans minimum, but veterans minimum.
Yeah, for now. For now.
Dang,
Sports
what,
betting.
What do you mean for now?
I mean, I don't know. I'm doing so many things. I'm George.
You're George.
No attachments.
We're filming a combine
Heard
tomorrow.
that.
I was about to say, we getting back into football season already,
Oh, yeah. For Mr. Fresh, it's year-round. It's year-round now.
So speaking of
we got
football,
to.
I found out I'm going to be on Media Row next year for the Super Bowl. So one of my clients, Cisco, the one who introduced
dude.
No.
I thought he was like UFC or something.
No, he's had UFC fighters on. But no,
Okay.
he's the one who brought us Memphis. But so he was supposed to go this year, but he was salty because he's a Niners fan, and they didn't go. And it's the Niners stadium. He's like, I'm not going. But he went to Media Row here, and he was like, we can't. He's like, there's like one or maybe 2 other Polynesian people, so they all come to us because we look like them. We don't just look like some random dude from ESPN.
Right.
So he told me. Wednesday I was filming with him, and he was like, hey, I need you to get a list together of everything we need for next year for the Super Bowl. And I was like, okay. He's like, I already got it. We'll have your room comped. We'll have you out there.
Ooh,
We'll do
that'd be fun.
And I'm like, and it's at the Charger Stadium too.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's in LA next year.
Yeah, it's at SoFi. And then I think the
Okay.
year after it's here again, which is gonna be brutal for us where we're sitting
Hopefully,
right now. But
hopefully I'm gone. Hopefully I'm out of Vegas by then, bro.
I hope not. I'm gonna miss you guys, but
I mean,
Maybe.
no, she doesn't want to go.
I'm tired of moving.
The saga continues. I like it. It's like a hidden storyline. This would be what would be considered a D plot,
Yeah.
right? Calls from beyond the A plot, the topics that we have at hand.
But then you have,
behind
like, these-
the scenes, right?
well, for a while it was the cats.
It was.
Oh,
I
It's
don't even
still
want
the
to talk.
drama.
I don't
The
want to talk about
cats
them.
kind of made their way into an A plot. If I'm being honest, there for a while,
cats-
they
People
an
were
A-plot.
calling in and being like, "Can I have one?"
Listen, well, they're just like, I don't know if I was meant to be like the cat lady, but I can't seem to get away from them. Cats are very spiritual animals, especially the calico, and that's what I have is a calico.
You have like the silver tooth.
Yes.
She has the silver tooth, but I just want to say this. I'm gonna look at my camera when I say it. Universal cat distribution system fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, I asked for it and I received a little bit too much. Like I was
I don't want to ever see a cat again.
My cat is at home nursing 5 kittens. Well, she really don't want them kittens, but calicos, they're very, very special.
Noah texted us the other day, and she was like, you were like, hey, I'm gonna see if I can go take the cat in to see what's wrong, and then you said, tell me why I walked in and there's 5 kittens. On
Yes,
the floor.
I'm like, bro, it was the morning of her vet appointment. And I'm like, God, you are so funny. You really play. You played a lot because I had to get up early as hell, 6:40, 6:30 in the morning. I'm getting dressed, and this heifer was nursing 5 kittens.
This heifer.
I said, oh, okay.
That's because Noah really she be real life delusional when it comes to certain things that she don't want to pay attention to. Because like I was telling her,
see no evil, hear no evil.
I said, yo, she's pregnant, and she said, no, she's not.
So she's just big back. She steals the altar food.
She's just eating out the bag. She
does.
Because like she'll climb up on the cat food bag and literally just eat out of it.
Well, now she doesn't.
Savage.
Because she had the kittens. I didn't know she was eating for 6.
It's a lot of kibble.
So if you're in the
It's a lot of kibble.
if you're in the Las Vegas area and you would like a beautiful little kitten, she had 2 calicos. She had 2 white ones with little gray tails. And she had an orange cat. What the fuck? Like, they're the black women of cats. They can have any breed, any color, but the little orange one is so cute. Go ahead and email me.
And if you take them and pick them up this week, I will send you a Calls from Beyond sticker.
No, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Honestly, we'll make, at this point, since it's an A plot, we got to make a video out of it.
Oh my God, please.
You know, if
Yeah,
somebody does come, we'll just be, and then we could toss it in there.
No, like
this happened.
It just
it could have been
stressed me
you.
so bad. Like whenever I walked in there, I felt like Ike Turner. I was like, what am I gonna do with 5 more kids? Like they're expensive. Kittens are expensive because then you gotta just buy a bunch of shit for them. But if you are on the West Coast at all and you want to drive and come get them, let me know. Meow.
So y'all heard it here. It's live. Fran said that he's gonna come soon. He promised. Mm-hmm. So
He better.
it's already in black and
I
white.
talk with
so
him
you
like
can't-
almost every day too.
Can't
on the
change
phone.
your mind.
Yeah, he's the whole reason this even exists. So we got
To be fair, absolutely. Making it like keep it 100. It's totally Franny's fault. We're all here right now.
Nah, facts.
I am honestly blown away at the audience size that we have right now for a Friday
Yes.
morning.
Yeah, for Friday morning,
That's why I said we
shout
need
out
to.
to y'all.
crazy.
you've got about 30. We've got about
I
20.
know, and I feel like these are new names that I have never seen in the chat.
Different
or from
time. Different time.
I got my morning people, really probably afternoon for you guys, but this is Cause for Beyond, where we talk about spiritual, creepy, cryptid things, and then you get to call in and discuss your experiences, whether that's spiritual, with aliens, Bigfoot, ghost, whatever the case is. So at the end of, or almost the end, I want to say, we will begin taking calls. So the queue does kind of fill up a little quickly. So if you are wanting to call in, get in line now. Go ahead and click the link that's in the description, correct? Is there on my page too?
Yes, it should be in the description.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, and if you have any stage fright, you also could give me a call. We also have our Cross from
Yep.
Beyond voicemail where you could just leave a voicemail.
And if you don't even want us to hear your voice, you could just send us an email at callsfrombeyond@gmail.com as well.
Exactly.
Facts.
Yes.
So, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go?
I want you to go
Okay, you want
first,
me to
I'm
go
curious.
first? Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump into this first topic today. So this is what is known as the Death Valley Germans.
Okay.
Now, yes, really Germans, and really Death Valley. That's like 3 hours from here. So this is a close to home.
Yes, because you got to turn off, Death Valley and Mojave Desert, you got to turn off your AC whenever you're going through it in the summer.
Allegedly, I've never turned my AC off.
But yeah, why would you turn your?
It's a sign on the side of the road.
It is a sign,
Extreme
but
heat. Turn your AC
because
off.
you're gonna overwork your
Overheat,
car.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
See, I went up there once for Scotty's Castle, and that was pretty cool. And then it got blown down, which was really sad. But then they rebuilt it, so it's kind of cool. But I've only ever been up there once or twice. But going into the Death Valley Germans, so the date of the disappearance was July 1996. Location was Death Valley National Park. The vehicle was a 1996 Plymouth Voyager minivan. Now, I like how in my notes here I have rental. Very rental, not even their car. Rental. Somebody's out a fucking rental van.
Wow.
Think about that. Like,
Yeah.
So the victims are Egbert Rimkiss, who was 34.
Okay.
Cornelia Meyer, who was 27. George Weber was the father, and Rainer Weber was the 4-year-old child of George. All 4 died from environmental exposure. Remains were discovered between 1996 and 2009.
Damn.
Very long time to
Damn.
find everybody. No foul play. no violence, and no crime. This is a decision-making disaster in extreme heat. Like as we just said, you gotta turn your AC off or else your car is gonna overheat. So let's go over who they were. They were German tourists touring the American West.
Okay.
Rimkus had lived in the U.S. for years and spoke fluent English. This was not a reckless expedition. It was just a sightseeing stop. They were not survivalists, but they were also not intentionally venturing off-grid. So they weren't rugged hikers, but they also weren't trying to go hiking or anywhere rugged. So why this is important is because they were functioning adults on a normal road trip.
Right.
I've been to Death Valley. I've been to Red Rock. Like I've never once been like, oh, I hope I don't get lost. No, I stay on the path. So let's go over the critical mistake. They entered Death Valley in July when temperatures exceed 115 to 125 degrees Fahrenheit. Anybody watching across the pond, that's 46 degrees to 52 degrees Celsius.
Yes, it's hot as hell here. Even in the city of Las Vegas. This is Death Valley.
Yeah.
We get to 120 sometimes in the summer.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and write my notes because I already know what I want to say. But go ahead.
she said, I got something for you. Surface temps are even higher. So when you're walking on like asphalt, it's even higher. Water loss is extreme because of this sheer heat and the magnitude of just it's like basically standing in the middle of an oven.
Okay.
Instead of remaining on California 190, which is the main paved highway, they turned south onto Warm Springs Canyon Road, then to Butte Valley, then to Anvil Canyon. On a road atlas, this looks like a continuous through route and a viable connecting road. So if you're looking at it on a map, it looks like, it's just one road. In reality, it becomes rough, requires high clearance, is minimally traveled, and leads into very remote canyon terrain. So it becomes more of a trail. They were in a minivan.
Here's an image for
Okay, yes, I was going to say.
That's the minivan. That's the trail.
And what year was this again?
96.
The 90s, right? Okay.
Was Tupac still alive at this point?
Depending on what month.
I don't. Oh, July.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to find another one for you here in a second.
Okay.
I believe. I think he died in September.
Damn,
I'm
rest in
not sure.
peace. So, where the minivan was found was in October of 96. Hunters found the van.
Yes.
It was stuck in Anvil Canyon, like in that photo. It was abandoned, contained belongings, not vandalized, no note left. Just
so
left there.
No suicide.
It was not destroyed. This means that they chose to leave it. They willingly made a decision to leave the van. Now, we'll see here in a little bit. Maybe it wasn't survival. Maybe it was just sightseeing. Or maybe they were just like, maybe let's just take a look around and see if we can find where we're at. The terrain they walked into with Anvil Canyon is remote, rocky, steep, water scarce, and exposed. So instead of backtracking downhill towards civilization, they moved deeper into the canyon terrain, climbing toward a pass. This is one of the big mysteries, is why they continued climbing in towards a pass of the canyon. So they traveled several miles on foot. Remains found in 2009 confirmed they continued over rough terrain. They did not immediately collapse, and they committed to forward movement. So they weren't like, maybe we should go. They just kept going straight. This suggests that they believe that forward meant that's where help is.
Yes.
So why not backtrack? The survival rule is to stay with the vehicle.
Right.
Vehicles provide shade, are visible to air search, signal distress, and contain supplies. But why didn't they? So let's go over some possible factors. One is map illusion. Road atlases show I don't know how to say that word. It shows, never mind. I'm stupid. It shows continuity without terrain reality. The route ahead likely looked like a connection to safety. So according to them, it probably looked like it led probably right directly to another main highway.
Because MapQuest wasn't even a thing. That we're looking at a paper map. Right?
Yeah, so atlases, books. You buy it at like the gift shop.
This first X is where the van was stopped, and then the second X is Bottle Bush. So this was the path, right? And so based on the map, like you're kind of just following the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Just because that's easier, and that's probably where your brain goes. But continue.
So they had an optimism bias, potentially. Humans assume we're close, just over the next ridge. Forward must reconnect.
Okay.
Third potential reason is heat-driven cognitive decline. Remember, this is in the middle of July. Extreme heat reduces rational thinking, causes confusion.
It's like hypothermia, but in reverse.
Correct.
Yes.
Impairs navigation judgment, leads to poor route decisions. By midday in July, walking becomes lethal. You die within an hour.
I would never.
So the silent factor or the silent killer of this is the water. To hike in Death Valley in July safely, a person needs multiple gallons per day, early morning movement, and strict heat management. They probably did none of that. Sounds like they were midday.
And then they weren't even native to. They're not used to this type of heat.
No, they're from Germany.
They're from Germany.
So tourists often underestimate water needs in the U.S. And that's a thing that park rangers are always having to tell tourists,
Make
especially
sure,
from like China and Europe, is like, hey, you need more water than you think. I'm just telling you now.
And the worst part about it is you got to think when you're walking through somewhere like there, it's not a lot of trees. It's not a lot of shade.
Yeah,
You want to see this is the exact path.
There's nothing.
So where do you hide from the sun?
Oh, God.
That was the whole point. Is it's just open
Where the
exposed.
fuck do you hide from the sun?
You try to find a cave, homie. I find a cave and I see a mountain lion. We scrapping it
Right.
up.
Hell no.
I'll fight you for this.
Hell
hoe.
nah,
I
man.
need this shit.
So once dehydration sets in, decision-making deteriorates, muscle coordination declines, panic rises, and collapse follows shortly after.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's go into the search and recovery. In 1996, the van was found. Search concentrated near road. Assumption was stranded tourists would follow road. Searchers did not expect a mountain crossing attempt. There was nothing until 2009.
Well, and that's weird too.
Yeah.
It's like, did an animal carry? They're not all found in the same vicinity.
No, I
So-
believe they
So did they
were.
start finding? So then, what did they find in 1996? Nothing.
They just found the vehicle. They found the vehicle, and they thought that they were only going to be on the road. They didn't think they were going to start going into the wilderness and just start going. They thought they would have stayed to the road, and they're like, they probably went back to Germany. Guten Tag.
Right.
Have a good one.
Just gotta leave the rental
Who
car
the
here,
hell
too.
leaves a rental car in the middle of the?
No, I remember Louis C.K. had a joke about that. He was like, "Yeah, I remember you could just leave the car." He was like, "I remember one time I had a rental car, and I just told the guy, he's like, yeah, I left it on like 5th and Broadway," and he was like, "Where are you?" And he's like, I'm on the plane right now, brother. I'm heading back to L.A." And he was like, "Fuck." All right, I guess I'll get it then. Fuck. He's like, you can just tell him, you'd be like, "Hey, it's rolling down Main Street right now. Go get it." And they'll be like, "All right, we'll go get it." So they're probably. I'll ask my friend Nate because he worked for a long time with a rental company. People leave them shits everywhere.
That's crazy.
So in 2009, volunteer searcher explores higher terrain. Skeletal remains found miles from vehicle. This confirms that they did not circle and that they climbed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was not smart. Because
So-
you're exerting yourself even worse.
Correct, yeah. So with the remains found, they were found in rugged terrain, several miles from vehicle, near a pass leading toward the China Lake region. Egbert, which was the first guy, remains were found separately. This suggests that they continued as a group for some time before collapse. So potentially they left him. They're probably like, "Oh, we'll come back and get you," which is awful. Like,
Oh my god.
just let them cook.
Oh,
So let's go over what is not certain. Or excuse me, what is certain. No crime occurred. No third-party involvement, as far as we can tell. Death by environmental exposure. They walked in a counterintuitive direction. They underestimated the desert. What remains open is how much water they carried, who made the forward decision, whether they debated turning back, whether cognitive impairment had already begun when they left the van, and whether they split due to collapse or intention. So why this case is so studied today still is search and rescue teams revisit this case because it demonstrates map misinterpretation can be fatal. Humans prefer forward movement over retreat. Heat degrades judgment before victims realize it, and vehicles should almost always be stayed with. So this case is used as a textbook example of environmental decision cascade for search and rescue teams. So they use this as like a way to like train their people.
yeah. This is it's nuts
Yeah.
because obviously, like, retreat seems like such a logical way to go about it. Just follow the tire tracks. Just back to. It's gonna take time.
It's a tough call. I was over here taking notes because there's a number
saw
of
you.
things
Okay.
that could be happening. So we all, well, maybe not we all, but Nevada is a hot spot for a few very, very strange things. We have aliens in our desert, like a lot of aliens, like a lot of aliens. Area 51 is
I was
out
going to say
there.
that's because we're storing them here.
Yes, we got all the little
It's
monsters.
like a science project.
I feel like we're with Area 51. We're not anymore because it's so widely known. Like it's still like a test place. I think they moved everything to like an even more secret place because they were like, "Fuck, wait, the people know."
Yeah.
You had a couple thousand people show up to the front gates a few years in 2019.
Yes, and tried to charge it.
Well, from the videos, it looked like they were just like, "Oh, this is cool. We're having fun."
Well, I'll know that it's no longer a secure building whenever people are able to astral project there because they cannot. There is literally an invisible force field that knocks them out. Like they cannot get in, apparently.
Right.
And whenever you have, which we know the CIA talked about astral projection or whatever the case is, we have a large group of people stating the same thing whenever they try to go in there. It more than likely is true. But so you have that. That's number one.
And the fact that people they roll up on you so quick whenever you're trying to come close.
Oh yeah, they come to you miles away.
Yeah. Like they see you before you see yourself.
Yes. So I try to take that into consideration. Was it that they seen something or what, right? Because we know they weren't hurt or harmed. Another thing is like, did they get out to do like a scenic walk? Like, did the car break down? It's just very weird. The only reason why I think it may have been a natural cause and nothing supernatural is because I live in the desert. I've been to
extreme heat exhaustion.
I've been in Death Valley in the middle of July in the summer. You know, I've been in the Mojave Desert. That is not somewhere you get out and walk.
No. I don't even get out and walk on like Eastern. Well, that's
No.
Eastern. You probably shouldn't get out and walk
because,
on Eastern.
Right, and they're foreigners. They wouldn't know, like, hey, you need to carry a shit ton of water. You need to have an umbrella. You need to wear cotton, whatever the case is. They just know that they're on vacation and they want to see the desert. That's what I'm thinking that it was. One thing I would like to know is, was the car broke down? Like, why were they...
No, the car seemed to be in good shape. It just was left there. There was no damage to it. There's no vandalization to it. Nothing.
Yeah, no, I think they got out the car and thought they could handle it and fucked around and found
Germans
out.
are crazy people. They're probably like, das car. It's no good.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid American car.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just got
yeah.
out and we're like, fuck it, we'll hike it.
Yeah, and it's just really unfortunate because, like, we know we would never get out the car to do that because not only do you have to worry about the heat, we have snakes, you know, rattlesnakes.
Okay. So now you're thinking about.
So
that's one of my points.
Yes. So we on the same path because we got ESPN, you know, me and you. So another thing that I was thinking, well, maybe not. I don't know.
I think that's why they love Dude.
Yes.
I think they left Dude because he got bit by a snake.
Yeah.
I feel like he got bit by a rattlesnake, and it was like,
We're gonna go get
it ain't
help.
shit we could do for him.
You don't think so?
We could attempt to go get help, but at the end of the
didn't.
day, us dragging you along, there's obviously snakes in the grass.
Right.
Right.
And it's heat. So
Yeah,
it's two other adults and a child, right?
Yeah, it was 3 adults, 1 child.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, man.
Which, let me get the official ages for...
Yeah, the Mojave Desert, the Death Valleys, they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. You can do some real powerful magic out that motherfucker, but you do it at night in the summertime.
Or early morning.
I don't even recommend at
no,
night
this is
because
so
of
sad.
snakes.
Okay, so George Weber, the father, was 66.
Okay.
And the child, let me pull it up. Yep. His son was 4.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So walking endurance already is you have
Right.
somebody carrying basically a toddler
Yeah.
with them.
No, very bad idea. Very, very bad idea. So I don't think the aliens got them. I don't.
No.
I think that they were just curious tourists and pulled over on the side of the road, thought they could handle it, got miles away, and they couldn't handle that.
Well, another thing that I was thinking is that they run out of gas. Like, how much gas was in a car in a van when they recovered it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Was it completely empty? Was there still gas? Like, did they stop because they wanted to, or did they stop because they had to?
Would it evaporate? Would gas evaporate? And
By
Well, they recovered a car that year. They didn't recover bones until 3 years later.
so
3 years later.
So,
over 10 years later.
diving a little bit deeper into the car notes, it was stuck in Anvil Canyon, so it seemed like it got stuck.
Okay.
But there was still gasoline in the tank, and the vehicle showed no signs of mechanical failure.
Okay.
It simply just reached terrain it couldn't navigate anymore.
yeah,
because minivans don't got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this minivan, and it's like, are we really driving?
Yo,
this
that's
through
like
the
when I think of
fucking
minivan, that's what
desert?
I think of.
Yeah.
By the way, I think it was Volkswagen.
No, that's a Dodge.
I was going to say,
is?
if it was
Yeah.
Volkswagen, that would have been very
I was
on
like, I
brand.
don't know. Yeah,
I can tell, but
couldn't
I had
see
a
the
Dodge. I
VW.
still have a Dodge at my dad's house. That's the same headlights. From like that time frame, like I had an 01 Dakota.
I think that's
Same lights.
Then you said that was a Plymouther? Or
Yeah, Plymouth, which is I think Chrysler.
Yeah.
So same thing.
Dodge.
Yeah, I mean, it says it got stuck in sand, which I've been stuck in sand once. I was using I used Apple Maps after leaving a dispensary in California, and it took me on a fucking dirt road that turned into sand, and then before I knew it,
my grandma's
I was
house
just buried, and then I tried to dig myself out, but it's a lot of fucking digging.
My grandma's house in
Pahrump
Pahrump has a lot of, because she's in like the rural part of Pahrump, which it's funny to say rural part of Pahrump because it's all rural.
Yes.
But it's a dirt road. And so, but like now my car can do that. So I take that dirt road. But yeah, it's straight up, it's just like, yep, take this right. And you're like, that's not a road. There's no pavement.
Yeah, I can literally say, I feel like all of Nevada except for Las Vegas and Reno is rural.
Yeah.
Rural. Yeah.
Yep.
These are places that you got to know what the hell you're doing in. You know, even if it's northern Nevada, you have the snow. It gets cold as hell up there.
You start getting some of them other
So
counties.
in Good Springs, because I'm there a lot, I was just there for Mardi Gras last weekend. And it's funny, you get sunburnt there even if it's not hot.
Yes.
Because you're just higher in elevation.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
you get sunburnt so quickly. Like one time I was out there for literally 2 minutes, I was already burnt.
Yeah, you can get sunburned in Mount Charleston too. You have
Yeah.
to be very, very careful. People always assume sunburns with the summer. No, like you can get it just because of how bright it is. You're up higher.
And another thing people don't pay attention to is you could get sunburned when it's snowing too.
Oh yeah, because it reflects.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So I just think these people were just unfortunate.
They were just FAFOing, but without
Yes,
with like
they
with
didn't
no
know.
ill intent. They were
Yes.
just ignorant tourists.
Is there any way that you could troubleshoot though? Like, can you take, like, I wonder, was there anything in the car that they could have put underneath one of the tires to try to get it out of the sand? Like, kind of reverse onto like a floor mat or reverse onto like somebody's
Skull.
shirt.
No, I'm just kidding.
I would have even sacrificed the foot. Like, go ahead.
Get us out of here. My foot will get fixed. But we won't
Well,
if we stay
if it's
here.
in sand, it's not even going to be like super hard like you're running it over on concrete.
Yeah, your foot's just gonna sink a little bit.
Yeah. So use my foot as leverage. Back this bitch up.
So I did put a poll in the chat about if we should do more morning shows. It's at 100% yes.
Oh,
Okay.
you guys like to see us in the morning?
I
know you
do
guys
kind of
would.
like the Breakfast Club, the spooky Breakfast
Yeah,
Club.
morning vibes is cool. Morning vibes is cool.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. And at first we were just gonna record and release it as like a instant premiere, but
Yeah.
I was like, well, let's test the waters and see if we get a different type of audience. In the morning versus night. I wouldn't even mind adding on maybe an evening show and a morning show or whatever the case is, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But
Yeah.
I really like being here in the morning with you guys, starting my day with my besties.
Yeah, starting the day off right, and then you got the whole day. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, I can go do stuff tonight.
Unfortunately, I gotta go to Chuck E. Cheese tonight.
Jesus, it's like Hades for parents.
Yeah.
Just for a final reference for
Yeah,
I
before we
found
wrap
a
up
really good
on this topic.
map. It's on Reddit, and it breaks down exactly like where they started. So they started up towards the top there. They came down, and this is where they got stuck. It was right here. I'm gonna hover the mouse over it. Right around here. I could enlarge it. There's text on there that reads and everything, but I'll just narrate for now. But right back here was a shelter that was 4 miles back. And that's, if they would have retreated back to that, then they would have been good. But instead, once they got stuck here, they continued to walk on foot, and then they went up and over, and that was GG's. So, very interesting. Good case, Austin.
Thank you. So, yeah. So I tried to keep it a little more mystery. There's only so many of these mystery cases. We are probably going to get back into like the axe murder cases and stuff like that. But that one was interesting, and I liked it because it was so close to home.
Yeah.
Like that
Right
one
in
was
the
like
backyard.
right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So, Miss Noah, what do you have? Because you came in. She came in bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and was like, I got something for y'all.
I brought my iPad. That's why I don't be on my shit during the evening time because I don't got my iPad.
She's an
Now,
iPad.
so I recently covered a story, and it's on my page right now, and it is about a young man who went hiking to Brand Bran's castle, and that is Dracula's castle
In Transylvania?
in Transylvania.
Okay.
So I wanted to get you guys' opinion because there are so many different things like that I could have added to that video, but I didn't. And maybe I should have, but you guys are lucky because people that are in the chat are going to get to hear why this is so spooky and just eerie. I mean, obviously it's Dracula's castle, but there's other things in those woods that could also have grabbed his little ass.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of wildlife out there, unlike in Death
Well,
Valley.
not just wildlife. We'll get to that.
Oh,
okay?
well, yeah. There's so many historical, spiritual things in them woods. Count Orlok's fine ass could have got him. Or...
Listen, it's just very on brand for this show. So I thought I'd run it back so that we can get all the details. We can introduce this little boy because even though he's 18, that's a child to me. I got kids damn near his age, you know?
Yep.
Because they still have not found him. So
Still? Okay.
Still not a body, not anything. So on November 23rd, 2025, 18-year-old George Smyth set out for a hike near Bran Castle in Romania. Okay? That's the little boy. That's George. Later that evening...
You guys look alike.
Yeah. Listen, we got all the Georges. The other story had a George in it too.
I was
Yeah.
about to say,
Yeah.
I was saving that. But now that you bring it up, back-to-back story with Georges.
I have to say because it just came up, and
Nice.
then I'm going to let Noah get on
I'm
because I
going
don't
to
want
make
to
sure
interrupt her.
there's an Austin story I bring in. I'm going to make sure there's a Brianna story. I'm going to...
Fresh? We're talking about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is really haunted.
I don't even know
I'll
how
go
many
government.
stories you're gonna find about me, sir.
Listen,
George,
Okay.
before we, real quick, I just have to say, there's somebody on Love Island that looks and sounds just like George.
I thought it was.
Seasons Love
I
Island?
thought it,
Yeah.
I seen a clip, but I was like, maybe I'm just...
Vanessa's watching and she goes, "Isn't that George?" But either way, let's get back to the real George.
I wish.
Okay, so... let me see. Let me pull my notes back up.
George
so
will get his ass whooped when he gets home today.
Listen, he goes to hike, right? And
Yep.
he is trying to get to Bran Castle.
That's his goal.
That's his goal,
Okay.
right? So, in the middle of him doing this, all of a sudden he started to feel a little sick. He started to feel like he was getting hypothermia. So what he did was he called the emergency hotline and told them, "Hey, I'm freezing. I'm cold. I don't feel well. I have made it to Dracula's castle, but I'm going to go inside of it and rest a bit." Mind you, this castle is abandoned. Nobody lives in the castle at all.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, I don't know if they looked in the basement and seen any coffins down there, but you know, nobody
in the
lives there.
basement.
It's abandoned. So the rescue team, they took less than a couple of hours, like less than I believe it was like 2 hours to get to him. And so they go there and there's no sign of George. Now,
At
when
all?
I say no sign, I mean his body, his persons. They did find inside of Dracula's castle a tent, a sleeping bag, and some scattered food. But his phone and his persons, nowhere to be found. Okay? So they were like, okay, well, maybe he went back outside, but no phone. So not only no phone, no fingerprints, no visible trails, nothing. So of course the authority, they launched this full-scale search party, and it included helicopters, drones, search dogs, ground teams. No sign of him at all.
Dang.
Just disappeared in the thin air. Another thing that has to be mentioned is that the weather really, really put a dent in their search.
What was the time of year again?
This is winter for
Okay.
them. So it's snowing, it's foggy, it's cold,
Probably
extreme
windy
weather.
and-
Here's
Yes.
a photo of the rescue ops that they
Yes.
had to stop
Ooh.
due
Yes.
to avalanche risk.
Avalanche.
Yes.
Jesus.
Everything that
Brothers
you
cooked.
Right. Everything that you could experience, it happened whenever they were trying to find him. But mind you, he had made it inside of the castle. So though there's no heat in the castle, he still was out of that very, very inclement weather as best as he could be, seeing where he was. Okay. But another thing that he did that caught everybody off as strange is there is a route that most hikers take to get to Dracula's castle. He went a very weird way. He went around, up top, bottom, left to right, and it just didn't make sense of why he went that way, right? So they're like, well, maybe he just wanted to take the scenic route. But to my understanding, the route that he took made no sense, and it would have taken longer for him to get to the castle, and there's a greater risk that you get lost. Because while everybody's going on the trail, he's deciding, I'm going to be different, and I'm going to go around the trail, up the hill, and do a bunch of extra shit, right? So...
What if he was searching for treasure?
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he
I'm
was
just
doing.
saying, like, you know, Dracula's castle, how you know there ain't no gold coins hiding
Listen,
around
who
the
knows? This is Transylvania. Okay.
It looks. This castle is
It
fucking.
looks
It's a great. There's a reason why
Right,
there's fucking
it's
books
beautiful.
and movies about it, George.
Yes. So if you're looking
By
at
the
this
way,
castle,
I'll say this. Sorry to
no, you're good.
sidetrack.
Go ahead.
Did not know Transylvania was a real place.
Really?
No, what? He thought it was made up.
You
I
know
don't-
what?
I thought it was just a
fictional.
place to sell more
I
couch.
thought
thought it was a
cereal.
hotel.
Dog, I thought it was
Don't
fictional.
lie.
Clown
George
me in the
thought-
comments. Yeah,
George-
clown me if you want. I don't give a.
Listen,
He thought it was a
gonna
marketing
be
ploy to
honest.
sell more Count Chocula cereal.
No, I didn't.
It was.
But I didn't know there was a real Dracula's castle. either.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there was
Okay,
a real.
I like this. Honesty.
Dracula wasn't a real person per se, but it was Vlad the Impaler.
Yes.
And they called him Dracula because it was rumored that he like ate
people.
He like
drink
drank blood.
I
He did
didn't
impale people though. Like it was a crazy sight. Like there's artwork of like
Yes.
hundreds of bodies on
And we can look it
on
up.
wooden stakes.
And I want George,
Like
I
it-
want you to look it up, the art and everything, because maybe we can enlighten people why this is so fucking problematic that this boy
went around.
went missing, because that castle is in good condition for it to be an abandoned. It's not even abandoned, just nobody lives there. Nobody's purchased it.
I think it's I think it's a historical monument
Yes,
too. So they
yes.
just upkeep it.
Yeah,
I
so
was gonna say, why would you want to?
right, it's beautiful. It's in good condition for it to be as old as it is.
Yep.
So of course he stepped inside. He was inside of the castle. He still had cell phone reception. He called them from in the castle, and whenever they got there, he was gone. So
Wait, he made it inside?
yes, they found his stuff
no!
inside.
Oh my god! Oh no! All right. I now have a theory. I know what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Backpack was on a gate.
Man, listen.
And in his blood, it just said,
Which
"Be warned."
part of Vlad the Impaler do you want me to show? There's
Look
the
up- look up-
chair with 1,000 spikes. I think that kind of spooks
No,
me.
the there's like one where it's like a bunch of bodies on spikes.
On stakes.
Yeah.
And from the movie?
No. This is like historical artwork. This is because in the movie that's not really a thing. This is just what he did, and that's why he got the name.
So okay. I'm gonna pull this up, and you tell me.
I feel like you gotta say pause when you say his name because just
Who?
the impaler
Vlad the
sounds
Impaler.
crazy.
Pause.
Is it like? Is it that?
Something like that. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I mean, it shows
Oh, yeah.
impaling bodies on stakes,
Yeah, he was a diabolical motherfucker. Let me
crazy.
tell you.
and the castle's in the background there.
Yep.
So that kind of ties.
So, like, not only is this a historical monument where a lot of people died a very, very bad death, he was also doing things that would be considered spiritually egregious. You know, like you can't be drinking people's fucking blood just because, you know? He was diabolical, okay?
Just because it's Tuesday.
So, a lot of people were like, you know, timeline questions. Well, did they leave him there for a long time? No, they were shocked, but there was no trace of him by the time they got there. They got there fairly quick, under 2 hours, if even, because they know that there's hikers out there.
Yeah.
So they have those, you know, rescue, I don't know what they call them, like park rangers or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. The Romanian, you know, style ones. So it didn't take long for them to get to him at all, right? And so another thing that a lot of people were asking was if he was exhausted and freezing, are we looking at hypothermia affecting his judgment? Because why would you leave after you've already gotten there, right? But
I think we'll get to it at some point. We got some theories as to why you would leave once you got there.
well, this is the thing. He left everything that he would have needed to survive in the elements. You know, like his backpack, food, water, whatever the case is, his tent. It doesn't make sense. And
He walked away
people,
from everything.
Right. And people
his food. Like, that's crazy.
It doesn't happen. It's not a thing. So people who are experiencing hypothermia usually take their clothes off because they start to feel hot.
Yep.
His clothes were not found. Okay? You know what it appears is that he took his backpack off, sat it down, started to get comfortable, and then just said, you know what? I'm going to leave.
You know, and this is more of the comedic route. You know, I think it'd be funny is like they knock on the door and like some weird definitely not a vampire looking guy comes out like in his clothes and he's like, how do you do, fellow people?
Oh my God. You know, it's
wearing his clothes and they're like, where's this guy going? There was no guy.
Right. That's the best case scenario, right? Because people are like, either somebody abducted him. There was another theory that someone murdered him. And then there was this theory of hypothermia because it causes confusion, paranoia, disorientation. It's just very normal. Like I said, they also take their clothes off because they feel hot whenever they're really not.
I know what happened. I cracked the case already.
I know what happened. So authorities said that he did take an unusual route, was he lost before he even made that call. And the reason why people are like, well, that really doesn't make sense. None of the footprints are there.
At all. So like, and they did say like, okay, well, fresh snowfall, but I don't see it being severely like snowing and them going
2
out
hours
there.
though, like, I mean,
Not even.
well, I don't know. Snow can't fall quick.
Right.
We seen that playoff game.
But I will say this: there were other hikers. Everybody was hiking. He just decided to take an unorthodox way.
Now I'm gonna go.
Right. I'm gonna go do the most and get lost. You know, low key. But it comes down to people that are avid hikers in elements. They check before they go hiking. So this was not a a day where it would have been dangerous to do this, but for some reason he just started getting really cold and he
So
couldn't
how
handle
avid
it.
of a hiker was he though at 18? Like how? I mean,
you could like.
How experienced are you at 18? At 18, I wasn't good at anything.
So okay, because here's the thing. So George, let me ask you: like when you and I were in high school and you were doing football and wrestling, I was doing wrestling.
Yes.
I feel like we could have probably hiked anywhere. Just out of endurance alone. Now, obviously, yeah, there's things to know about, like.
But when we're talking about pure, we're not talking about just
Not just
endurance is just the tip of the iceberg. Because you got to think about knowledge of terrain, knowledge of different things that you have to be knowledgeable
When did this happen again?
This happened November 23rd of last year.
Oh, yeah, he had the internet. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's an internet kid. He knew everything.
He could have Googled it.
He's not even is he a Gen Z or is he an Alpha?
He's a Gen Z.
Yeah. So and he's at the end of it, so really he's closer to like an Alpha.
Could you imagine coming up missing 4 months after you graduate high school?
Right. It's crazy. It's
you
crazy.
Start your life yet, bro.
You haven't started your life. So it's just very weird because here we goes. There was no fresh like the snow had not fallen since he called. But there's no
footprints.
Right? So it's very weird. And so they started, doing the search and they're like doing the helicopters and thermal scans. And because, it's so cold out there, they do thermal scans to see if they see any signs of body warmth on the ground.
Right.
Nothing. Right.
Keep
that in mind.
Did they search the castle?
They searched the castle.
The whole castle?
Nothing.
They didn't search the torture room? That's marked don't enter?
Like, not a single, like, it's not making sense because he made it inside of the castle. So it's just like, it's a very weird case. So there's a few angles, of course, online that people kind of deep dived into it. The criminal angle.
Criminal angle, okay.
Was there any indication that there was someone else in the area? And no. No suspects have been named and no foul play has been spoken of because it's just no evidence of that. It is literally just a mystery as to how footprints going into the castle are no longer there without fresh snowfall.
Yeah.
And none are going out. Another thing people talked about was, again, hypothermia and terminal burrowing. So what that is, when the body's core temperature drops, confusion sets in, right? And then there's also the burrowing behavior, where victims instinctively crawl into small enclosed spaces, under rocks, inside of tree hollows, under bushes, into crevices, and is likely it's the body's way of trying to hibernate. Yes.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, did he do that? Did he go hide under a rock somewhere? Well, they've searched everywhere that he could have been. They got there too quick. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have had time to go anywhere else. And
Yeah.
Very, very weird. And then they're like, well, maybe he hid and, ended up freezing to death. Okay, because remember.
Yeah, but I feel like they still would have found him, though. Like, with how quickly they got. They're not like American cops that take 4 years to get somewhere.
So.
And like you got the new search methods. I mean, this ain't like the stories that we've been talking
That's
about.
That's like the one we just said right before this.
They're
was in the
searching
90s.
for people back in the 90s, or they're searching for people back in the 1800s and shit.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? We're talking about now.
This was like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
You could have just said like
thermal drones
Fortnite,
and shit.
and he'd have been like, "Yo,
Yeah, right.
I got some V-Bucks, bruh.
Yep. So it's very hard to try to put logic to it because it doesn't make sense. The math is not mathing. Saying 2 + 2 is 19. Doesn't make sense. So another thing is like the area around it. They're like the terrain. It could be hazardous where he is. Obviously, he's up in the mountains. He's in snow, whatever the case is. There's ravines. There's tree wells. There's a lot of sinkholes and animal dens. But again, there's no trace of him. It's not even like a bear got to his ass and ate him. There's no evidence of that.
Right,
There's
wasn't
no
no blood on the
blood, body
ground.
fluid,
Yeah.
nothing. People were like, well, he moved after the call, obviously. But it doesn't make sense. Why call for help and then leave the area that you are telling them that you're in?
yeah." I think we're frozen, George. I think they can hear us, but I think we're frozen.
Oh, can y'all hear me? Are we frozen, guys? Maybe.
StreamYard's showing good.
The good thing is we're recording this on our end, so
Yes.
once we re-upload, it'll be
Yes.
it won't have any issues.
No, we just came
Oh,
back.
then we just came back. We're
Okay,
back.
there
We're
we
back.
go.
Yeah, I had a lot of tabs open.
Okay.
So I was
Our
pushing-
bad.
George is.
I was looking at all these other pictures of George, and I was like, God,
He's
Yes.
just like me for real.
we had a good run. We had a good run. 4 presidents were named George, and then now,
Look, and now we
we're
got George.
Now
now
we got
we're
2 Georges that are fucked
dying
up.
in the desert,
fighting
and we're
for their
dying in
their life.
Transylvania.
Yes. Listen.
So
It's bad.
okay,
Go ahead.
You can't pause like that
No,
after
well,
we
'cause-
just said that we were froze. Now everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
No, because I pointed at him.
she was looking at me, and I was like,
I was looking at you because.
I have like the fun theory.
Okay.
I have the fun theory.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't gonna say anything yet.
Let me just finish
Yep.
because obviously, like you guys said, we are in the beautiful day and age of cell phones and everything's tracked. Mm-hmm. They cannot find find my location. They can't do that. Remember,
Damn.
his phone is with him wherever he is, right? Or that would only make sense. They can't find the phone. They can't track the phone.
Yeah.
So it's like, what portal are you in where it's just like there's no cell service? I mean, I could track your location, you can track mine, Doesn't make sense. And so they were like, well, maybe the battery died, whatever the case is, or it was dropped because it was disoriented, but that still doesn't make sense as to why they can't even find just
Wait
the
to me
bare-
what is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
way too many variables that like don't make any sense on their
Yeah,
own,
for
and even
sure.
in combined, they still don't make any sense.
Right, and then it's like hypothermia. That's the main thing people want to pump and be like, that's what happened. But hypothermia, if it alters your mind before it stops your heart, right? How far could
Correct.
he really have gotten?
Feet,
Yeah.
maybe a mile. I'm gonna say at max a mile. But he wouldn't have been covering his tracks. He would have been so out of it that he would have had very clear footsteps showing where he was going.
Yes. So
All right, overachiever.
it's, I always do. This is my dissertation. This is what I used to do back in the day. I've always been a student. So, of course, we just did the worldly, okay, well, this is what could have happened, even though there's really no real conclusion and none of it makes sense. But the area that he was in is a portal, quite literally. Like they have
Yeah.
a bunch of different spirits, vampire legends that are all within that area.
Ghosts.
Yes, one of them is and I'm probably saying all of these shits wrong. Sorry,
Strigoi?
my Romanians, the Strigoi, which is the Romanian vampiric spirit,
How do you spell that?
Strigoi, right? So
Well, SHTR.
no, Strigoi.
Oh, Strigoi.
Strigoi. It sounds like a type of pizza. I don't know.
Undead vampiric beings from Romanian folklore, representing troubled spirits.
Yes, but these aren't. Now, this is before Hollywood even had the idea of vampires. They got it from the Romanians. So it's restless dead. It's souls who rise from the grave. They can also be invisible. Okay. They drain energy and life force associated with unfinished business. Very just wandering spirits, very low vibrational, and they love luring travelers off path. That's their specialty.
It says their ability, they're able to transform into animals like wolves, bats, and horses, capable of vanishing at will.
They're jinns, if you will, and then on top of that, their specialty is not only because they're up in that mountain, they always want to lure somebody off. They also cause exhaustion and confusion. So,
good.
So it's very on brand for what George was feeling. He said, I feel super exhausted. I don't feel well. I've stepped into this castle just to get some warmth. Here I am. Come help me, right?
Yeah.
The other one is the Pricolici. I'm going to go ahead and spell that, okay? I'm not Romanian. I'm so sorry. Pricolici. And that is
hold on one more time. Pricolici. Borlici.
Yes.
That's Italian. That's I'm fucking that up.
And these are like a werewolf variant.
Yo.
Yeah, I came with that heat.
Did you see what Robert Eggers' new movie is?
No.
It's probably this. It's called Werewolf.
Ah, okay. Well, these also are shapeshifters, jinn type of spirits, energy. They are often described, of course, like wolves. Souls of wicked or cursed individuals. They like that kind of shit. They haunt mountains and forests, and they have like deep wolf symbolism even historically. So there's that. Werewolves, this is Transylvania. And if you think about Hotel Transylvania, people that have kids, everything that's in this. In the movie,
is there.
Yes, in the movie,
Werewolf, vampires,
and white people.
Yes,
George.
Yes, but even like the Lili, that's a forest spirit, and they're mystical feminine spirits that are in Romanian folklore. So we have the the sirens and mermaids and that kind of shit, and they have the Lili. She's described as beautiful but dangerous. They appear in isolated forest areas. They cause disorientation and madness, luring men away from safe paths. Okay? Definitely.
Yeah, she looks like she's trouble.
Basically, this guy is just cooked.
Yeah.
No matter which way you go, he's just cooked.
No, he really is. So there's a couple of other spirits too that I was just it was interesting because I'm so always into African spirits, whether they're good spirits or even, the scary ones like the Tokoloshi.
There's so many
other ones, right? And so
Y'all think Area 51 is bad.
Yeah, listen, I'm cool off of Romania, okay? I'll stay my black ass right here in the States and lead them people to one of them folks. Another one is called the Moroi, and that's Moroi. And they are similar to the Strigoi and their ghostly entities. They're children's spirits, okay? And again, they love to drain energy.
Yeah.
So sometimes people describe hearing them as whispers in the cold, especially, out in the woods. So I don't even know how to say this. Is it Hoya? How would you say that? Let's go ahead and I'll let George show y'all the little evil children of the corn first. But they're kid spirits, and you know how kid spirits are in every pantheon.
These ones? I have Morai.
Yeah.
Pulled up. These three?
Yep. So it's like kid spirits are trickster energies as well. And they've always been across every pantheon. So it's like if you're draining and he got lured away by something, because it just does not make sense to leave all your shit. And it's almost like he thought he was coming back. I take my phone everywhere, even like whenever I'm in my house. If I leave that area, I'll leave my plate of food, but my phone is going to be in my pocket, So it's like, it doesn't really make sense. And then it's Transylvania, and they have a haunted forest, and it's called Hoya, Hoia. And then I can't even say this last one.
Mercury? I don't know.
Baciu. Right? So it's often called the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. It's a portal.
Wonderful. Okay.
Right. You
Yep.
see? You
Hey,
see?
my brother, we gonna put you on a t-shirt with some angel wings,
I'll put it with some wings.
and that's all you're gonna get because we ain't finding you.
So, of course, like the Bermuda Triangle, time does not exist in this place. It's almost like whenever you run into the Fae in the forest or the wind days, and you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I've been here 5 minutes. You've been gone 10 years. You know, there's no sense of time.
I think it's so
this is
funny
a
when
creepy looking forest,
anybody
man.
says the Fae, I always think they're saying the fade.
Oh,
Yo, I went and saw the fade in the fort. Damn, bro, who
man.
fought?
Leave them phase, the wind days, little. I'll leave them all alone. But I can't see it, George. Can you make it a little bit?
Yeah,
bigger?
that forest. I just,
hell no.
It wasn't a super big one, but I mean, it's creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy. Look at those trees. That's it's
I've
not a
never
real
seen a
place.
tree
No,
curve like that,
I'm going
bro.
to stand on this, Kay. I haven't heard of it till today. I'm a pretty smart person. That's a fictional place.
Yes.
we're
Transylvania
witnessing.
is not a real place in my head because, man, the
Too
shit
beautiful.
It's way too beautiful. And with beauty comes mystic, and with mystic comes low vibrational shit. Because what is that? What is that?
Cool as fuck. It's probably man-made.
I've
If I'm being
never, ever
honest,
in
it's
my
probably
life-
manufactured that way.
Maybe not. What is that other forest that has those weird
How do you get a tree
No,
to do an
trees don't
upside
do
down
that.
question mark?
trees? Don't do that.
Yeah, they do. We do it here all the time. How do you get two trees to cross each other like a?
I'm not talking about the in and out trees. Well, yeah, but those just they look. You know what I'm talking
In and
about.
out, if
know what
in and
you're
out trees
talking about.
exist, then so do the Transylvania trees.
But that forest, like I said, it has a deep cultural history, and people do not like going in it because they get lost. They're disoriented, and it's almost like the suicide forest in Japan,
Right.
the triangle, things
The
like that.
Crooked Forest is what it's called.
Yep. So, what do you? I'm gonna start off with you. What do you think
Okay.
happened to old boy?
You want my fun theory or my real theory?
Both.
Fun theory: Count Orlok got his ass,
Yep.
just ate him, and just,
One and done.
one and done.
One and done.
He out there. He said, "Damn, that's it." All right, and he ordered takeout immediately after because it wasn't enough. So he ordered some Chinese food afterwards. That's my fun theory.
Hey, bro, let me get a pint. Let me get a pint of A positive.
Realistically,
Yeah.
let me get a pint of A positive, and they go again. And they go, "Yeah, I know. They ain't giving me good stuff up here."
It's the last one I'm going to give you, man.
Yeah, it's the last one, man. You got to get help.
You're not driving home, are you?
No, I'm flying home.
Oh man.
No, but so I think if I'm going to be real, so coming from the truly bizarre, I think the ghosts got him. Because you could, Dracula aside, Vlad was a real person.
Yes.
A lot of death and misery happened in that castle.
Hella haunted.
Hella haunted. I think the ghost got him. And I'm going to be so for real. I mean, I think the ghost got him, but they caused him to go crazy, and he just disappeared, vanished into the portal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say.
And this case has to be pretty fucking bad for you to actually say, I think a ghost got him. All of our other ones you had logical.
Yeah, but like the thing that gets me
explanations.
is like there's no footprints anywhere.
Nothing.
Right.
If they were
so
like,
he's inside the castle for sure. And like, was it
what if he's
demonic
hiding?
entity?
And then what if he's gonna like Kai Cenat stream from there?
Man, I promise I
24/7.
will fly to I'll fly to Romania and be his ass myself. Like, don't play with me. Like, nah.
She's gonna fly there by herself, y'all. This is the
Yes.
one time I will not be her bodyguard.
Miss Noah, I love you and I know you mean that, but I guarantee you're gonna get there and you're gonna find a cow or something and
I
be
know.
like, guys, I'll
That's
get there, I
so-
promise.
It's so they say it's Transylvania is probably the best thing that Romania has because it is beautiful. But yeah, so you think the ghost got him?
I think something supernatural got him, like the ghost.
Okay. What about you, Mandela?
I would say using government names this morning.
Oh, sorry.
She no
Goodness
she's
gracious.
added
I
this
can
morning.
do it.
Goodness
And
gracious.
what you think, Mandela?
Whatever you say, Brianna.
That sounds
Oh,
like a
wow.
slur. I know a slur when I hear it.
I know a slur when I hear one. Don't insult me. You don't even know me like that.
she
I
just
know you though.
she just called me a nigga on air, y'all.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you did. No, but in all seriousness, what do you think?
I think it was a demonic entity for sure. And he's definitely in another dimension.
Yeah.
He's
upside
a
down.
booty scratcher for some demonic entity.
But when you also gotta think, when you have places like we're talking about a fucking castle, bro.
That's hundreds of years old.
A castle. So I mean, we're talking about hidden rooms, hidden area. Like you can't tell me that they.
Do you know what? Do you know what the toilet
castle.
was for castles?
A hole.
It was a hole, but it was at the top. So then it had a chute that would come out, and then there was a little exhaust pipe on the side.
What the?
Yeah, so you would shit, and if it was a good one, it would right out the side.
What the hell?
He might have got stuck in one of them.
Oh my God, I would be
fucking gross.
mortified.
That's so disgusting.
I would be mortified.
But they're tiny though. Like imagine he got stuck in there. It's
No,
like
they would have smelt them though.
like George and I when we had that crime scene cleaner on my show, and he talked about the guy that was stuck in the pillar at a Food for Less because he went
Yeah.
into the roof. And he fell in, and it was like those pillars, and he was just stuck in there cooking in Southern
He
California.
said, I'll never
My
forget.
God.
He said, I pulled him out, and it was like brisket.
yeah, it's like pulled pork.
It was like pulled
my
pork.
God.
Yeah,
Like he just like,
Can we get back on the show?
maybe
we could find another crime scene.
we can find another one.
We need new stories.
No,
He's
I
got the
have,
same old shit we've
Yeah,
heard.
he's got the same old stuff, and I'll tell you guys off air.
Well, I have a friend of mine who is a mortician, and
He definitely said that he wanted to pull up on a show.
Yeah,
Okay.
his name
But
is Cam.
he just had a baby, but he said he's actually trying to come out here soon. So
Yeah, tell him come on the show.
when he pulled, because some of the stuff that he go through, it's crazy.
Well, this guy literally cleans crime scenes for a living. He said anything smaller than 2 fists gets left by the coroner. So eyeballs, brain matter,
Right.
stuff like that. And I remember he was telling us that one time he, when he was training, he was with SWAT, like watching, and they were like, all right, we're going to go in and get him. Because it was a standoff. And they went in, and the dude had his mom like hostage, but he opened her up with bolt cutters and was eating her liver.
Oh God, please.
Yeah, and then he came to at the jail, and he goes, "Hey, I want to make my phone call. I want to call my mom." And they're like, "Buddy, what the? Why would you use that? Why would you use that?
Because it's your phone's linging, you know? I don't know if it.
Oh my God! That
I should have
was
used
so
this
out
one.
of- that one, yeah.
But I will say this. This is my theory. Or no, George. I want to
Yes.
hear yours first.
Okay, so I do have a couple of questions. Bear with me here. So the castle now, was there anybody else in there at the time? Because it says that it's like a museum, but I don't know what the...
No.
There was nobody else.
No.
Right, because I'm wondering
Him
how'd you get it so
solo.
easy?
Right. So that was like question one that I had. I was like, all right, he got in easy. Now, question two, this is obviously recent, right?
Yes.
What was the year again on this?
Last
year.
year.
Last year.
Yeah.
So
November.
Just November.
cell service in Transylvania. T-Mobile, like what are we dealing with?
I know.
Verizon?
Well, it was good enough for him to make the call to emergency services.
Right.
Right. So like if he made the call, then why? So they were able to pinpoint that he was there. Like the call came from
From what I understand and read, yes.
from his castle. Okay. All right. So,
Why do
boy.
you still keep cell service at an abandoned castle though?
So all right. Now this is something that I maybe Austin, if
Yep.
you can Google this while I go on my little rant. Since now that it used to be owned by like this prince and princess, and now they've passed it on to their kids. From what I'm reading today, Bran Castle today, the ownership lies with Princess Ileana's heirs after decades of seizure by the Roman government. So, as of 2009, the children have run the castle and the country's first privately owned museum. The reason why I bring that up, and Austin, what I want you to look up, if there's any financial reports on the castle, because you got new kids in, right? Let's say the castle's not getting the type of love that you need it to. Clearly, it's not. He was the only fucking person in there.
Right, because why wouldn't you
so-
have, it's a museum, why wouldn't you have fucking security there?
Right. So they're struggling right now. No security?
Yeah.
This is a very famous castle. That's a great point, Mr. Fresh. How is there no security? Maybe because they're not making fucking money, people. Follow the money trail.
Yeah.
If they're not making money, or if it's lower than expected, and you know they're heirs.
So
Hold on. Let
here,
me
Okay.
cook real quick. Because
Okay.
I see
Well-
what it is. I'm walking
Well,
with
Do you
him.
have
about to-
financial
okay.
report?
I don't
Can
have reports, but I have. So we have the review journal here. They have the Romania journal there.
Okay.
It says that it lost millions of euros during the pandemic.
Ooh.
I can't find actual financial statements,
All right.
But we will run with that singular article.
it was sold
and create our own
for
narrative.
78 million the last time in 07. It looks like
74 mil.
78
right?
mil.
78 mil. All right. Hey, you're running a museum.
that's a lot of mil.
How much money can you really be making from a fucking museum? If I'm being honest, like respectfully, it's
No.
amazing that like
You're
we should
not
really
you're not,
treat these
no.
right. But
you're
people
not
aren't
making
going-
your money completely back. Not
What are
it's
you
not a
making,
high. It's not a
$12 a
turnover
person?
rate.
right.
It's not. You're not going to be making that type of money. This is a
Correct.
collector of things. Whoever bought that, it's just they had the money to do it.
So, all right. Now let's just go back into. All right, it needs some new pub, and you get a kid and
Wandering in it. What's even better than a mystery?
you get back into these type of conversations, right?
Now you back
Think
hot
about
again.
it. We just gave them 35 minutes of free marketing
Yes.
off of them
Yes.
being creepy, and you should go there.
Right, because now this boy is
I
nowhere
would say
to be
the plan
found.
worked if that was the
Yes,
case.
because look now, this boy nowhere to be found, nowhere to be like found at all. So now you're thinking, if you're creepy people like us, oh my god, the vampires got him. Oh my god, the damn werewolf got him.
we should go.
Let's go. Let's go down there and pay the $15 to $25 that it takes to get into it just to see where this boy was. Let's walk where he walks. So that really makes sense. So it's a whodunit.
It's a
Which one
who-
of them siblings did it?
It's
Who done there did it?
right, and they probably, they don't get their hands dirty. They come from royalty. They have henchmen for stuff like that, and so it's interesting that perspective. He is also. Right. This was the other question I had. Like, what do we know about this kid other than like he was just a good 18-year-old boy? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did he have an affinity for this castle? Was he forever in his life dreaming of being able to go and sacrifice his
I think
body
he was a student too, if I'm not mistaken.
to the
He was a
castle?
no, he was
Okay.
a student.
college student? He's a
don't know.
freshman. He's 18 years old. So
Right.
Maybe he was there doing sorcery.
Okay, all right.
What if this never even happened at all?
Right.
What if
It's a
this
marketing ploy?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's why they
What?
couldn't find any footprints.
I mean, who knows? Okay, they come from royalty, right?
Hey, George, I need you to call local authority, tell them you're missing.
Yes, yes. So
just do.
Do it's going to
No
be great for
question.
marketing.
Just
okay,
do.
because let's keep it real. Realistically, because we're thinking
Right.
of the worldly reasons.
Right.
If I'm an 18-year-old college kid, I have no kids, I don't have a family for real, and some royalty said, "Hey, I'll give you $4 to $5 million to drop off the face of the earth,
But you got to get the fuck away from
but
your
you gotta
family.
go ahead.
Everybody-
We will relocate you
Right.
out of here."
Only thing you got to do is get on this
Hey.
hot air balloon.
Hey, and by
after
the
you
way,
make a call.
after that 5 years, you can be found, and we got a Netflix movie in
Right.
the script's made. All
But
right,
but see,
and this is the opening. This
And
is
guess
part
what?
of
You know what we put at the end of it? The Bureau of Tourism for Transylvania.
yeah, hello. And then
Dude.
you have to think about it like this. They
like
probably
Bluey.
sent him to, if this was the way, they probably sent him to another country. Hell, he could be here. Because logically, we're not thinking that this little boy is here. We're not thinking that he's over in Asia.
He's on Epstein Island.
Oh my God.
It's all tied together.
It's all tied together.
I'm gonna reel it in there.
Hold on. What it? I got one more.
You're out of line, Austin.
What
Shut
if?
up.
What if he jumped timelines
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's a portal.
Yes, it's a portal.
after he let's say he was a time traveler.
Yeah.
What if he came,
He's really Nikola
made the
Tesla.
call, and then jumped back to the future?
Because they didn't mention anything about his
That's
parents.
why he went the secret way.
Yeah. Something that's just does not make sense to me. I feel like this is very much so supernatural.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Or what if he was the vampire spirit?
How do we know he was alone? That's also the other thing.
Yeah. That's
It's like,
another
how do we
thing.
know
He was trying to get laid in the castle.
Yo,
They did a
Mr.
little
Fresh, I
rough.
didn't think of that.
Hey, Mr. Fresh, look about. Hey, they go and do rough play off
just
the.
saying.
Hey, I know the trails right here, but if
Right.
we walk them on over there, ain't nobody
Ain't nobody gonna see us. Hey, I'll bang your head out Dracula's door.
It would be 2 sets of backpacks, 2 sets of food for 2 tents, 2 whatever.
Nah, he was the only tent that was going around there.
He was the only one pitching the tent.
Oh my God, y'all are so. But in all seriousness, I don't know. It's a big whodunit for me. It could be
it's a crazy one, especially because it's so recent.
Well, and it's also I don't know how an avalanche works and how it buries things, and like sometimes there's snow year round in places. Like I don't know if this is one of those locations. Like, what if he just got caught up in an?
But it's not, because we just looked at the castle because it was sunny. They have their summer times and their springs.
And it would melt the snow.
Yes.
You'd see
so
him.
either we're going to find his body whenever the snow melts fully, because right now it's not. It's still not melted. It's still in the winter, you know? So sometime between March and I'm expecting maybe April, late April, early May, that either we're going to find a body. If we don't find a body, then fuck. Like,
Oh no, you heard these stories. It takes 15 years to find bodies these
man,
days.
I know. I would suspect, but like I said, they would have run into him.
If I kill somebody today, I'm going to jail tomorrow, and they can't find
For a
missing bodies.
cheeseburger
It's
today.
crazy.
Yeah, but that one was
That
fun
was
one.
a good one. No, I'm just gonna say that was.
Yes, and if you
That was
want to
cool.
watch the video, I already made a video on
Oh
this.
Lord, there we go. Oh, look
Yeah,
at that!
so
Look at that
it-
product placement.
Listen, it's
Segue.
already up. I posted it a couple days ago.
Well, I think now is the time. Yeah,
I think we have time for 1 or 2 calls if we want to. I think we have some people waiting.
Okay.
But give it up for Miss Noah, because that was good.
Miss Noah.
That was
doing
good.
the thing. Thizzle. Yeah, you
shout
guys
out,
get
shout
those
out to
headphones.
Brianna.
Oh wow, Mandela. Wait, I don't think I have headphones.
You do now, because they're these.
Oh,
They're nice and warm for you.
How'd you get your headphones?
thank you.
I kept them nice and warm for
Little
you.
headphone
I
pack.
appreciate that.
All
My
right,
ears are cold.
Oh, George, this one has no volume.
Forsaken, we're going to be tossing it to you first.
This
No
one,
volume.
this. Nope, that's not me. This has no volume. Am I even plugged in?
Oh
You're
wait.
probably not plugged in, Buckaroo.
Hey, did you see Paulo's in the chat? Now that we came
Oh
to a
my
morning
gosh. Hey, Paulo.
She said,
show. I don't even know if she's still in here.
Shout out to everyone that's in my chat. It is 72 of y'all in there.
Shout out. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing.
Yes, please. I
Oh, yeah,
know
George, turn me down, please.
you probably think that heart is going to like it. It's not. It's the thumbs up. So give it a thumbs up. Share it to your baby's
it.
iPad.
A little bit more, please.
Our bad. We're trying to get it
up or
together.
down?
Down, please. I don't even. Yep. Okay. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Cool. All right.
Sorry. We had some technical
going to-
difficulties. Shout out to everybody that joined, my members.
Miss
since
Noah
we've
has
been on.
70 concurrent watching her right now.
Yes, yes.
And on Calls from
uh,
Beyond, we're at 33, which is really crazy for a 10 a.m.
Yes, yes.
morning show.
Yeah.
Poppin'.
So we got a caller too that's in queue.
So Forsaken, we did change the way the show goes now. So now we're taking calls at the end of the show. We did preface that at the beginning.
Yeah, and we're coming right to her right now. Forsaken, you are in the call. What is up?
Yay! Okay, I didn't even know that, right? So, excuse me for that.
Oh, no, you're
No
fine.
worries, no
Oh,
worries.
good.
Glad you made it in
We
though.
just changed it a few weeks ago.
Hey Noah, oh my gosh. Okay, like I'm completely subscribed and I be
Thank
tuned in and you my girl, you hear me?
Thank
like
you
the
so
little trip
much.
thing, I be a little nervous, but yeah, I said I need to call in and talk to her because I know you have your psychic promotion going on, but I need to talk to a spiritualist. Okay.
Yes.
So I don't really know which one to start. First of all, I really cussed out a ghost probably like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Some motherfucker stopped me with my shit.
Listen, that sounds crazy as hell. It's not. I didn't cuss a ghost out several times. What did he do? What did it do? Because I know it was probably fucking with you first.
Right, you feel me? So let's start there. Okay, so like I'm always a person that have dreams before shit goes down, and I'm like a Katrina kid, so I dreamt of Katrina before it happened. But I was in high school, so I didn't realize like what I was seeing, And like I have a natural thing, like if somebody's about to die in the family or around me, I feel it. I don't know who gonna be, but I feel it. So So long story short, the big story I just really want to talk to someone, particularly you, about is I went on a journey. I learned over the years to not put a mirror in front of your bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but this wasn't that time that I knew better. So I used to like meditate really, really hard, and one night, I was just, I don't know, I just was on that. I don't even know how to explain it, but I went like a vegetarian. I just started meditating a lot because that's what my spirit wanted, so I did it.
Right.
And one night I woke up and there was a figure in my corner of my room, and it was it was a white, like a bright white, like it. Now this was years ago, right? So this was like I have to recollect, but when something that dramatic happens to you, you don't
You
never
don't
forget,
forget it,
right?
yeah.
So boom, you don't forget no shit like that.
Mm-mm.
So it's like a figure in the corner of my room, and it basically takes me on a journey. The first place I was, it was like I literally felt like myself just coming and passing through walls, right, with this figure. But I wasn't afraid. I didn't feel scared or anything like that. Like it was a comforting spirit entity, whatever. So we go to this first place, and it's very grassy. I remember it was like you being in the country, and it's just grass, just blue sky, grass that comes probably like about about waist high,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a huge tree, like a huge tree in the middle of this grassy field. And I don't know, it was like I felt very childlike, and like just at peace. Like I'm just like, oh, this is lovely. So from there, because we went a couple of places, right? So from there, it felt like we were going lower, if that makes any sense. So I felt like we were going lower. So the next place I end up with this entity is it was all dark, and there were like just lights. Just lights. But I think it felt like the lights were like stars that represented people
And you're
versus
still meditating.
stars.
This happened while you were meditating, right?
Yes. So I used to meditate, and then I just lose time, right? And this is one of those moments. So I'm going through this meditation, and now I've been taken outside of my body, and this is all going on. And so that's the second place that I went to, where the stars, I felt in my spirit, I felt like they represented people. They wasn't stars; they were like people. And did I communicate with anybody on this level? No. So the last level I remember us going to, it was very, very creepy. It was dark. We were going down a dark path, and I was just like, I remember being afraid because we got to like an opening of a cave type structure, and there was I will say, I don't know, I know you don't say the D word like that, so you know what I mean, but it was like, it was like, looked like
No,
one
no,
of
no.
them.
You
You
can
know what
call
I'm
a
saying?
spade a spade. It's a demon. It's a low vibrational energy
Okay.
spirit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And I remember the face was really grotesque, and it was kind of, it reminded me kind of a gremlin, but even pushed further, if that makes any sense. So we get there, we at the beginning, and then we just walk in. I'm afraid, but I was like, kind of, once again, I was comforted because I'm with this entity. And I vividly remember us being in this. It was very low vibrational. It was like party, oversaturated with just sex, alcohol, drugs, like you could feel it, you know what I mean? And at that point in time, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was like in and out, you know what I mean? Like, as in, I'm like 1 foot, I still want to do me, hang, kick it type shit. And then on the other foot, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm
The
saying? You go on
apprehension is
your
still there.
meditation game.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, so it was like in that moment, I remembered one of the entities offered me a drink.
Oh, God. You didn't drink it, did you?
I will never forget that shit. It offered me a drink.
And what'd you say?
As soon as I was about to reach my motherfucking hand out, the entity just took me. It just it was like
the white light.
Whoosh.
The white light took you out of there.
Yes.
Yep, sure did.
Oh my God. And I ended up back in my room, and I swear to you, it was probably like a 5. It felt, of course it feels quick because, all the things I've read and learned over the years, like, okay, when you on those other planes and time pass, shit feel quick. But at home, in your regular body, no, that time looked crazy. So I will say I had a solid 3 or 4 hours missing, maybe more. Maybe more, because I remember, that shit was just like crazy to me. And I've always wanted to touch bases, talk with someone about it. My grandmother, she was probably like the only spiritual person. Like, she taught me shit, you know what I'm saying? But she was born in 1942, and I'm the only person that got the tradition passed down. So I'm the only one that be on that. Yeah. And, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm the same way. It's just me. It's me. Some of us are just the generational curse breakers for our generation, and it's ghetto over here. The seers, the hearers. It's just very ghetto. But what I will tell you is that I know that you are telling the truth because I've been to those same exact places. So whenever you are meditating, you astral project it. You don't. People think you have to be asleep to be in the astral realm, and it's almost like different levels of where you go, and you have to be careful because whenever you are in that very low plane with all those demonic, low vibrational energies, it's very easy to be tempted. It's very easy to be vulnerable and not even realize it, right? Because, of course, what does the Bible say? The devil comes to destroy, right? So you have to be very, very, very careful. But I can honestly say you were astral projecting. And the light, I feel like, is like a spirit guide, an ancestor, really more so of a spirit guide, I think. Because it literally was guiding you, and your ancestors and your spirit guides go together like this, right? But spirit guides more so play in the astral plane versus like ancestors. Does that make sense? So think about the movie Coco. Whenever how they had all of those, their spirit guides was their animals, but they had them on the other side as well. Right. So, but ours can be animals, ours can be aliens, it can be humans. Very, very much so a variety of different entities that could be your spirit guide. But yeah, you astral project. You just got to be careful. Make sure that before you start meditating, that you pray over your body. Because sometimes you'll slip into it on accident, because that's what happened to me and it scared the crap out of me. But once I figured out how to control that, I don't be in the astral plane like that. I don't play like that no more. But
so
definitely.
Basically, I stopped meditating because of that.
No, don't stop. Don't stop meditating because you don't need to. You just have to learn how to fine tune it and control it and not be outside of your body. Because I tease myself and like, I don't want to meditate or astral project, I should say, because of the movie Insidious. The little boy, he was astral projecting and he got lost, and then they thought he was in a coma, but no, he was in another realm. So I wouldn't discourage you to stop. I would just encourage you to continue to meditate, but to make sure whenever you feel your body buzzing, because that's another that's a telltale you're about to astral project. or go into sleep paralysis. For me, is a mixture of both. Your body starts buzzing, you feel warm, that you immediately snap yourself out if you don't feel like traveling. Some people travel for fun, but I don't. But yeah, girl, you got to continue to meditate.
Yeah.
You have a gift.
Hone it.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of it.
Don't be
Thank you.
scared.
This is what I wanted to ask. Is that the way? Is that the way that I will hone my gift? As in, when I have these dreams, when I have these feelings, like that would be the way to hone that gift, because you know what I mean?
Yes. So.
Okay.
Anytime someone comes to me, whether it be in a reading or whatever, and they're like, I have spiritual gifts that I don't know how to control them. The first thing is centering and grounding yourself, and that's during meditation. Like even if you just start off with small amounts of time doing it, turning it on and off. I see a lot of people, they have problems with controlling it in that aspect too. So meditating definitely helps. It definitely helps. Intentionally letting yourself be open for a very short amount of time, letting spirits come to you, and then immediately closing it off, right? So, like, for instance, they talk, right? So, for instance, whenever I go and do my readings, sometimes it's off-putting. I promise, it's so ghetto, because I'll be like in my office about to do a reading. Okay, now spirit can come to me. And sometimes before I even get on the video call for a reading, that person's ancestors is already chattering, right? But then if I'm in the grocery store, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear the person in front of me, dead grandmother, tap me on the shoulder and be like, excuse me, can you tap her? No, we're not doing that today. So, that's the way you can get it together.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
then, yeah, thank you so much.
No, I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's really been one of those things for me. So I really appreciate that guidance and everything. But I just wanted to end off with this. I've been reading I Am a Learner as well, and something came to me, and I've been telling people for a long time, I feel like, oh snap, should I even go there? I'm gonna go there. I just feel like Jesus is one of those people that was like to show us that we have gifts and shit on this earth too. So we need to hone into that. And with doing that now, like I'm being more open, but I'm a little older now. So I'm trying to be more open to these gifts, you know what I mean? Versus when I was younger. But,
and that's 100% the truth. Like, that is exactly the truth. Like, God created his son to do this, right? I used to tease the Christians to piss them off. I used to say Jesus was the littest witch I ever read about. He could walk on water, turn water into wine, fix the leprosy. He can do it. He was just that spiritualist. He was got that.
You know what?
Yeah,
but that's who encouraged me to cuss out that ghost the other night, and that motherfucker left. So I was like, you know what, Jesus, you on to something.
Right. Okay? Yeah. Listen, I think the misconception is that we don't believe in Jesus. Jesus is a deity, no different than Papa Legba, Oshun, whoever. It's no different. He is just, he's a spirit, and I be rebuking people in his name all the time. So. But I thank you so much for calling in, sister.
Thank you so much for tapping in.
We'll be back next Friday. So if you want to call back in.
Be good. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Have a good one. George, before you pull the next person on, hold on. Let me just. Miss Sherry Ann.
Who's Miss Sherry Ann?
She's in the
Miss Sherry Ann.
On our chat or my chat?
No, our chat.
I just seen your updated comment. I do appreciate you for coming to us now. We used to leave our phone lines open all day. We used to give people the ability to be able to call in all day. And we got a lot of miscellaneous, frivolous calls. As we move forward and we attempt to rebrand, we attempt to build this thing further than, what we've been able to get it to, we started adding structure and we started aligning ourselves with a timeline for you guys to be able to call in. If that doesn't suit you, then I apologize. However, this is how we're going to structure our show. And we welcome you to call in at the end of the show and tell us any of your stories. Thank you.
What are the chances?
That was so nice.
What are the chances? This is Sherry in the and the stage. She's the next caller.
Oh.
Do you think it's Sherry Ann?
Because this, I think this is our time for our last caller. So
It is.
it
Yeah.
in?
So maybe
Yeah,
it's her.
y'all just
Here
have
we
to
go.
understand. I know a lot of people are new here, especially on my page. We can't. What are we gonna do? And if nobody's calling, then we have to go back to the drawing board.
Which-
and that's
But
what was happening.
we do have
Hello.
Sherry in the room.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, not Sherry. It's Cherry.
Oh, Sherry.
Cherry.
I don't know who Sherry is.
She
honey.
said,
I don't
"I'm
know
not
that.
one of those. I'm not. That's not me."
She said, yeah.
Thank you so much for being patient and calling in. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for having me. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It's Friday. I know. I'm
Yes.
so ready for this to be over.
Yes, I'm glad to catch you live. I just came to share my experience because literally my experience on Earth has been crazy. Okay.
Same,
Since I was young, like I didn't even know what was going on, but I want to say I was probably like maybe like 6 or 7, maybe when I first had the sleep paralysis. I was literally laying down on the floor in front of the TV watching Nickelodeon.
Shout out.
And my eyes were like wide open. I'm still looking at the TV, but I just could not move. I could not move to save my life. It was like in my head, I was telling my mom, like, come get me, but I could not move. From that to having dreams of, like in my grandmother's home when I stayed there, my great-grandmother's home, having dreams of an elderly woman sitting on a couch and it's dark and I can't see her and she's telling me like, be good, just be good. Just a lot of paranormal experiences, deja vu, having dreams of things that happen before they happen. Having dreams of past lives. It's just crazy. And I'm just glad I'm not the only person that experiences this because it can drive you crazy, if you let it. But, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, well, is this dream, like, is this real? Like, is this really what's going on? Is it warning me? Like, just trying to decipher,
Right.
What's a warning and maybe what's not. Yeah.
Well, I can honestly say, first of all, quick question: was your mom a seer? Was your mom and your grandmother like that?
I grew up and no one told me anything about anything, but I did see them do things like, don't sweep anybody's, foot. If you sweep with their foot with the broom, spit on it.
Yeah, that's old school hoodoo.
My grandmother, who married my grandfather, she's not my biological, but she was a Cherokee. And she would do things like clean her teeth with oranges and use ammonia. We had those lamps that you put what's that stuff?
Is it kerosene?
You put that.
Is it the oil
Yes,
kerosene?
Yes, she would clean with that one Creolin stuff. So I'm thinking she might have been into some stuff.
Yeah, you have to think about it. Our grandmothers and mothers, great-grandmothers, they didn't call it premonitions. They didn't call it being a psychic. They just knew things. That's literally what they would say. I just know things. And a lot of them didn't outright say, I'm a little bit of mystic, I can see. And so whenever we come into the picture and we are seers and I'm sitting up here counting back like, well, am I the only one? I just had this conversation with my mom the other night because she was asking me like, you see dead people? I'm like, no, but your granddaughter does. I can hear them. Surprise. And I never even told any of my other family because it was just like the only people that I knew that practiced was my great-grandmother on both sides. So I was blessed in that retrospect. And then my grandma would also do very, very hoodoo-coded things. And so as I was talking to her, I thought about it and I'm like, I think we all have psychic abilities. And then she opened up to the time that she's seen a dead person, that was clearly dead. It was her grandfather. He had died the summer before or the winter before, and she was in our backyard in the 7th grade.
But you also got to think about the era we come from, right? Like, you really can't openly talk about stuff. Like, back in the day, you not used to be able to talk openly about stuff like that because people call you crazy. They'd have you medicated.
Even a little before that, they would burn you.
Yes, at the stake.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's always been a undercover practice type of thing where now nobody really knows.
Yeah, and so I'm glad that we're all collectively coming together and saying, hey, you can be spiritual and be a Christian. Hey, you can be a hoodoo. You can practice voodoo. And it's not bad. It's not demonic. It's just a practice that our ancestors practiced, right? So I would recommend for you to get a reading to see if this is the path that you should take or how you should go about it, because it's never going to stop, sis. It's just never going to stop. It's going to either make you walk in on your own recognizance or it's going to jump you in. And whenever you get jumped in like a gang, you get your ass worn, everybody would lose. I've gotten jumped. Lord, I got jumped and I tried to ignore that shit like for the longest because it started off as sleep paralysis whenever I was a little girl. And then it just got more and more and more just out of control. And then I got my ass whooped. And I was like, okay. After I got a whooping, I was fine.
Well, see, this is my thing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this experience. So I do read cards, okay? I've always been into Zodiac since I was a child, young. I would just go up to somebody and say, you act like a Leo. They'd be like, how you know I'm a Leo? So I got into reading cards and stuff, and I did put an ancestor altar up. So one day I went to go feed him, and something told me, I said, it seemed like this about to fall down. And I kid you not, it looked like somebody slapped the shit down. I was like,
oh, they didn't want that.
I said, hold on, am I in trouble? I said, I'm in trouble. Like, what's going on? Like, y'all, because for real, like, before that weeks ago, it was like they came to me and was like, we don't want you doing that right now. Don't worry about the altar. Help people. You are to help people. We don't want you feeding us right now. And I was like, maybe that's something else telling me. I'm like, is this another entity? Like this? I don't think this is my people because I be doubting stuff. But then when that food got knocked down, I said, damn.
And they said, I don't want no motherfucker. Right. You supposed to be doing this.
You go help the people, like I said, goddammit.
I promise you, it is amazing whenever ancestors really, they said what they said, and they meant it. Because I'll give them something that they don't want, like some healthy, unfortunately, it's usually the healthy stuff. And it never wilts, it just sits there. But let me go ahead and make some soul foods, a little collard greens.
Should be stuck to the plate.
Man, it'd be looking like it's dried up within an hour.
Dehydrated.
Speaking of, I still owe y'all a soul food dinner. We'll do it next.
Miss Cherry, real quick, where you from?
Are you from Pittsburgh?
I'm from Ohio.
Oh.
Okay. All right, you sound like somebody from Pittsburgh, so I was like, you sound like way too close to home.
Yep. But yeah.
I'm from Ohio.
Okay. That's
definitely, you got a gift. You just have to, like I said on the other call, learn how to control it, hone in on it, and stop doubting yourself, sister. Okay, the first thing that pops up into your mind usually is spirit trying to tell you something before you actually
you
do
gotta
it.
listen to them messages, man. The messages got me a couple hand pays.
Listen, and on top of that, if it's not an immediate yes, then it's a no. If you gotta ask yourself, I wonder if they want some collard greens. They probably don't. Okay, and you can easily pick up your tarot cards, and if you're doing a rider and wave deck, all of those cards mean something. Upside right, maybe yes or maybe. Upside down could be no. You can actually communicate. They communicate through cards. The only people that don't communicate through the cards is like orishas and spirits to close practices. So you can absolutely ask them, like, do y'all want some collard greens? And if they say no, oh, okay.
Repeat again, why specifically the collard greens?
No, I mean just in general.
Oh, like just food?
Yeah,
just
food.
Hungry?
Like if you want...
But don't give them liquor.
Yeah, well, no, I give my ancestors liquor.
The right ones.
Yes, the right ones. I've been on a spree of giving them whatever the hell they asked me for, and I've been blessed in that way. But just be careful. But yeah,
we got a bar next to our bar.
No, my ancestor.
It's the altar.
It's ridiculous.
It's a bar.
Yeah, so
it's like 6 bottles.
Because everybody like different liquor, so I had to go out and buy different. Yeah. So, but yeah, girl, don't be afraid. Don't doubt yourself. You know, just listen to spirit. It'll never prove you or lead you wrong.
For sure. And what would you recommend to read tarot better? Because I read it a little bit, but I probably have more oracle cards.
And see, I do use oracle cards, but it's because I've already put a spread of right and weight down. Interestingly enough, I'm in the final steps of doing cultivating a self-paced tarot class. So I'll have that coming up, but in the meantime, I would highly, highly recommend that you get some beginner guided tarot cards. Those will never steer you wrong. They tell you the zodiac of the card. They tell you what it means upside right, upside down, and eventually you just memorize it. You know, I still read with those, even though I know I can read with regular cards.
What's
I still
the little
buy
ones I got you?
Yes, so those aren't guided, but I do have them still
Because they're mini.
Yes, they're so cute. But you know, that's what I would recommend. I wish that I knew that they existed whenever I first started divining with tarot cards. I like them because it's 78 of them motherfuckers. You have to always be aware that you're still human, you know, but you'll eventually be able to look at the picture and be like, oh, it means this. But start off with some guided tarot cards.
And once you get really good, you'll have 2 decks like her. Two of the same decks.
I mixed 2.5 decks together.
And then she pulls it on Mr. Fred. This one says, you gonna go get me this right now. This
like,
one mean if you
this
don't.
This one means taco.
This one means quesarito.
I'll be like, ma'am, how does the five of swords mean that we're eating tacos tonight?
I mean, because I'm gonna stab your ass if I don't get my tacos. I'm gonna feel betrayed if I don't get my tacos. But you'll learn it, trust me. And then that tarot is not the only way that you can divine as well. You can use, I forgot what they're called, the little things that cross up together.
Dowsing rods.
Dowsing rods. You can use a pendulum. Just be very careful, even with tarot or any of those methods, that you open the reading and close it right back up, because it's no different than a Ouija board. Don't tell nobody I told you that. Okay? But yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure speaking to y'all, and I hope y'all have a good Friday.
Thank
For
you.
sure. Thank you
Stay
for calling in.
safe.
You too.
Nice.
All right. Well, I think it's getting close to that time now where we're getting ready to wrap it up. The poll, I left it up. We're at 44 votes on if we should continue to do morning shows. It's at 82% yes.
Yes.
Hey, listen, that's why I said, and we was throwing it around, and y'all was like, hey, we just gonna come and record an episode. and
I
drop it.
wanted to see.
No, Mr. Fresh came in and was like,
"This is a beta." We was trying to see if it would be successful, and it looks like you guys are bright-eyed,
we're
bushy
at
tail with us.
43 concurrent viewers on us, and you're at 61. You've had almost 1,000 people tune into your stream.
Yeah.
It's so wild because we're so used to being pigeonholed with our regular group. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we have our family, which is Jacinda's in there acting up.
Paolo's in there.
Yeah.
But we got
Paolo's in there.
Franny back.
And I mean,
Yeah.
Franny's back, but you know, so
Yeah.
we lost some of the regulars. However, it's great to see new people.
It is. Well, a lot of
Shout
new
out.
names.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Stephanie
and-
Davis literally just said, finally here live. Literally a
Yes.
brand new face as we're talking about brand new faces.
Hey,
Yay.
listen.
Because a lot of them watch the playback on my channel.
Yes.
But this is how we're going to be running it. And I'm not saying we're going to be here in the morning, but you guys like
Maybe,
us
who
here.
knows?
Yeah,
Who
we're
knows?
definitely gonna have
you
some
know?
offline
I'm gonna
conversations.
be honest. I like the morning.
I like the
morning. I
mornings.
like the morning too.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. Well, we'll talk about that when we get off.
We'll have mom and dad will talk after the show today.
Yes, the moms and the dads will talk. But I really appreciate everybody that became a member on my channel
Yes,
during
you
this
had a
live
few.
stream. Anybody that has supported me and watches my content, like, I really, really have nothing but love for y'all, for real. And if you want to tell me a story to be featured on Terror on T, my phone is going off as we speak. Go ahead and call the T line. Leave a voicemail.
Just Stray, yes, you've been here since season 1.
Yes. Thank you to all my OGs that watch this show. If you're on my channel, you have not followed Calls from Beyond or subscribed, please go over and subscribe. As a matter of fact, can we just do a quick 1 minute and 30 second move over? And whenever you get over to Calls from Beyond, just put that you are a Black Cauldron refugee. Hashtag TBC refugee. Real quick, because you guys don't want to miss out on any of our lives, any of our episodes. We have all of our calls.
All of our calls are
Like,
getting uploaded. We're daily.
we're uploading
I think we're
now.
still at daily uploads, right, George?
Yeah.
So
compilation's coming soon.
So if you
Yes.
guys really like the call-in portion of our segment of our show, definitely like and subscribe so that
Yep.
you could get more of those videos on a daily basis.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you guys can go over
What's
to
the phone
Cause
number
from Beyond.
for you?
Don't get me the line. I don't even remember my own phone number. Let me go ahead and hold on.
Well, while she's pulling that up, if you don't want to call in, but you still want to tell us your story, you can email us at callsfrombeyond@gmail.com, and we'll read your story on the show. We just don't have any yet, but that's
Yes.
part of, as Mr. Fresh alluded to earlier, like we realized, like, hey, we love talking with y'all, but like, you know,
you can also email me.
yeah, blackcauldron@gmail.com.
I think Lauren
Shout
did.
out.
I think Lauren posted it in the chat, so I
Yeah, because
will.
we used to do a lot of rambling, y'all. Like, yeah, we still do.
Yeah.
but
I don't think it's ever going to stop. I think it's just
but
that's
we
just
did
who we are.
We did a lot of rambling.
Never
Like,
gonna stop rambling, Tony.
Listen,
our show was 2.5 hours of just rambling.
Just yapping.
We're at an hour 50 right now. We've already gone through 2 topics and 2 callers.
Yes.
Yeah, like-
We're wrapping it up. It's
See? Okay, so I went ahead and pinned the message for my T line. Okay, I'm gonna actually put a voice note
You gotta
on
send
there,
it to us so we can post it over here too.
and it is
Sherry Ann
7:02.
came over. Sherry Ann came over.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
go.
hey, hey!
TBC
Sure.
refugee.
Yes, hashtag TBC refugee. Go over and subscribe. I'm gonna run a raffle for people that go over to.
What
Cross
could they
from Beyond.
potentially win?
What do you think? Maybe a 15-minute reading or maybe a
Okay.
gift certificate to my store, manifesty.com. We don't know quite yet.
Maybe we could give them a discount off of the
Yes,
store.
or maybe a discount code. Maybe we'll do all 3. A gift certificate to the store, and a 15-minute reading.
Mad Hatter and Diamond both said that they don't mind the rambling.
Yeah, I mean, I like to speak Japanese, but the ADHD be ADHD, okay? And I didn't even take my medicine today, so I'm very proud.
Whoa.
I forgot.
This is Noah with no medicine?
This is
Yeah.
Noah with
She
no
came in
medicine.
No crack,
ass.
no crack, no
Adderall.
nothing.
no crack, no
feel
nothing.
strong.
Well, no,
Nothing.
we did have a
ain't
little
even-
bit of crack.
We ain't even had no coffee yet, bro.
Nope.
Oh, I didn't even have coffee
nothing.
yet.
We ain't even got to go to the buck of stars.
Yes.
Buck of Stars. See, I don't go
yes.
there no more.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my wife, she drink a $12 drink, so
Oh, no, I'm with you on that.
Angel
No, I-
Smith came over.
Come
to
on,
visit.
Angel.
Angel
Dr.
Smith.
Smith. Let's
Angel.
go. Hey, can we actually screenshot? I don't know if Lauren's still here. Lauren, can you go over to Cross from Beyond and screenshot the people's username who are moving over to Cross from Beyond and subscribing? Subscribe, turn the notification bell on.
Her Strength Unfolded on your channel said, please do morning. I watch all your videos during work.
Aw,
Shout
thank
out.
you. You know what? The mom and the dads will talk.
We're gonna talk.
Yeah,
And by
'cause-
talk, Noah's gonna be like, we should. And we're gonna be like,
Yes.
yes.
Now, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, I do love the fact that we finna be out of this hole before traffic.
Oh yeah, no.
we
I
missed
mean,
all-
I got a client after us, so I'm
But
still gonna be
missed,
here. But
I missed all the traffic though.
oh
You
yeah,
know
no,
what I mean? Like
getting
that,
here is
that 9:30 pull up, man, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Had my bitch in cruise control the whole way. I was like, man, I ain't even
you're
Yeah.
like, what do you mean I gotta press on the brake pedal?
for real.
You guys go ahead and move over if you're on my channel and comment. Go ahead
Sherry
and
Ann said she did a reading from Psychic Source through you.
Oh, my gosh.
Said shout out to Ocean.
shout out, and I'm gonna give y'all another reading. Y'all done booked up that lady so bad. She
Yeah,
post them on.
we got a couple more people that we can.
And if you
refer
like
y'all to.
Psychic Source and you like Calls from Beyond, just keep your eyes open this
Keep
afternoon.
your eyes open this afternoon, okay? Because I'm gonna recommend y'all some really good readers later on. We got a little announcement, but yes. Appreciate you guys supporting the Psychic Source. Appreciate you guys moving over. We're gonna give it about 30 more seconds.
Yep.
So y'all can enter this raffle because I have several raffles going on at this point in my life. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch my videos. But this one is for
Jasmine's
you to move
another
over.
TBC refugee.
Shout
Hey,
out,
welcome,
Jasmine.
TBC refugee.
Mad Hatter's saying the quiet part out loud and said, y'all seem more alive now than the evening. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
because it's the morning show. It's the first thing we're doing.
Nah, for real. Hey, listen, I done already yelled at my kids 92 times before I get here when we come for 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I've already done readings. I'm already spiritually drained.
Oh yeah, Stephanie,
me.
it's afternoon for you. Well, for you, normally we'd be going live at like 8, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
your time.
It'd be mad late. Like we the nightclub.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why it'll be good though, because now people will
Now
be
we're the
able to-
Breakfast Club.
They'll be able to turn up still.
Hey, What's a High School Musical song you want to?
Oh my God, George!
Not with we were singing High School Musical before you guys.
You trying to get us demonetized?
You know who we are. We all in this.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm 40. I have no clue what the hell y'all singing.
I barely know what we're singing. I think I was a little.
It's the same choreographer that did Michael Jackson stuff.
Wildcats everywhere. Put your hands up in the air.
I would be pissed as fuck if I was his dad.
What year did that come out? I think I was in high school.
Early 2000s. On, let's see.
I think I was leaving
2006.
Oh, yeah, I was in high school. Yeah.
I was already a grown fucking man. I was buying drinks at the bar.
Yeah, it came out January 20th. I remember it was like right after New Year's.
I was 21.
You are the music.
Yeah, I was 15. I mean, you guys were little.
I was in elementary school. I remember exactly where I was when I saw it premiere on Disney Channel. I remember exactly where I was when that premiered.
All right.
That's crazy.
Okay,
Deep
this is the last chance. Go over. Shout out to Miss Latasha, who just left me a voicemail. I appreciate y'all for real. Like I said, go ahead and give us a call. I have one for Cross for Beyond as well. But if you have not moved over, then you are not in the raffle. It's y'all last chance, and we're gonna get off of here. Shout out to everybody in both chats. We really appreciate y'all in supporting us.
Big facts. As y'all see, them Terrell and T clips is starting to come out, y'all.
Yep.
Coming out. Mm-hmm. Nice little visualizations with it.
I know. I love it. Y'all make sure y'all keep y'all eyes open for that. See?
Hey.
Hey, they love this shit. Shout out to Samaj. One of y'all made this.
Samaj is like an OG, like, anytime I post something, he's the first one to react to anything I post.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yep. But one of y'all.
At Samaj Lee Music.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
On Instagram. Go
That's how
follow
they
him.
do it on the radio.
Cut it on.
Listen, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, one of my Calls from Beyond subscribers made that for me, and y'all fuck with it the long way on my page. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Adam's dancing in the chat.
But I appreciate y'all.
I can never get mad at somebody saying my name in a song.
No, never. Well, where can they follow you at, Miss Noah, if they're not already following you, which is a little weird conversation to have, but
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of weird because why'd you here?
Because if you don't know Noah, then why'd you come?
I mean, they might be coming from Veterans Minimum. They might be like, what's
they
this
could be
George
just
doing?
on.
True.
They could be just on the YouTube page,
And it hopefully got pushed to them.
Yep, so-
we do have more views than usual.
Of course, you can always subscribe to my channel at The Black Cauldron. Make sure you are following me over on TikTok, Facebook, especially Facebook. They do not love me over there. I don't know what's going on. But
Facebook stole my channel from me.
I know. Instagram, Threads. I post on Threads pretty regularly as well. And yeah, just make sure that you guys have your notification bells on. I have a lot of new shit I'm rolling out, a lot of different content ideas that are going into play. So yeah, just make sure you. Oh yeah, another thing you guys could do is subscribe to my email list. You missing out.
Oh.
Subscribe to my email list, please.
I might have to do that too.
Make sure y'all go to her link tree so y'all can see everything that she got to offer. She offers so much, man.
Yes,
it's
the
hard to
link
just
tree.
tell you individual things. Make sure y'all
Linktree
tap
is
in.
going to be the best way to see what I'm doing. And you can subscribe to my email list on my Linktree as well. Where can they find you at, Mr. Alvarez?
They can find me at Alvarez Prod. I'm going to start doing what George does. You just go find me on Instagram at Alvarez Prod LV. That's where I'm most active. I'm playing music next weekend, so that's exciting. With our boy Franny, who's in the chat.
He's still here, man. Fran came back.
I haven't played. The last time I played music with Franny, I think was the last show I ever played before
that's
last year, and
crazy.
that was almost 10 years ago.
That'd be fun.
I don't know if you guys seen it earlier, but Franny said that there's a crime scene cleaner that just
right
moved around the corner from the
him.
shop.
Yeah.
Yup. So
Franny, go over there, do some recon. He's gonna go over there and be like, "Hey, I know you don't know me. I'm gonna need you to come with me though.
Yeah,
get in the car.
man.
Get in the car, Mr. Fresh. Where's He for Cheap at?
Hey, man, He for Cheap is everywhere, man. Okay, I know, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm finna beat his ass.
I know.
I did not mean for that conversation to go that way.
I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't dropped my episode yet.
It's for a good reason,
said
though.
it's so nonchalant.
I ain't dropped it yet. I do apologize. I just don't want to put out an episode. I want to put it out in my own background. I don't want to put it out in the same environment that she records in because I don't want.
Just do it with the kids behind you. Just let them. It's background. Just
Yeah.
let them just
Background.
be kids in the back.
I like where your head's
No,
at.
I totally
Yeah,
get
I'm
where
like
your
an
head's at.
artist, Mr.
I need my
Fresh.
own.
Oh,
I need
shit.
my own
camera.
individual space. I don't want y'all to
Yeah.
be looking at my background and be like, "Oh, that's where Noah records." Like,
And that's all they're thinking
And
about.
then
As
that's all
opposed
I
to
think
just being
about.
like, give me the
Yeah.
heat for cheap.
No, I need y'all to come sit in my little corner. You know, I got my own little man cave. Come sit down, have a drink. You know, we're gonna talk about some things.
All right.
So Heat, the number 4, cheap.
Cheap. Heat for cheap. George, what about you? What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing this weekend?
We're gonna run in a straight line as fast as humanly possible for 40 yards. And we're gonna run around some cones.
Shout out.
We're gonna catch some footballs.
Shout out to the draft.
I'm gonna film it all.
Austin's gonna film it all. It's awesome. I get to be talent tomorrow. I'm
He gets to be talent. I get to.
so fired up.
Pause on George catching balls and running 40 yards.
That'll be fun, though.
I'm gonna get a
seriously.
contract out of this, Mr. Fresh.
Hey,
It's
listen.
so funny.
Hey,
Hey.
you might need a new producer. He
I'm
might
gonna
be.
get a contract.
I could be your water boy. I'm just saying, if you're looking for a water boy, you know
I'm
what
like
I mean?
Trotter from that one football movie where it's like epic, not epic movie. Oh my gosh.
That'd be so funny.
Drop the
Like,
ball here.
I'm just gonna use a random team. The Bills pick up Georgia. He's like, that's great. I got my own water boys coming with me.
Right, my own water boy is
own
coming.
water boy.
Yeah.
He keeps Hennessy in a water bottle at all times.
And then George just laying dudes out. Like, what's your secret? Is that Henny?
It's the Henny in a water bottle.
Anything is possible. All right. That's it.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Stay
Lay that
safe.
down. We'll see you next Friday.
Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.